It is straight up 7 o'clock, and that means our 7 a.m. social is happening right now. Join us online if you are near your computer, your phone. We are live streaming everything on Facebook and on our YouTube channel. You can see what's happening during the show. You can see what's happening during the commercials. We live stream all of it, and it's happening right now. So, Steph, your best friend just got engaged. Have they set a date for their wedding yet?
She just set a date for her wedding, and it's going to be next year. It's going to be on Star Wars Day, May 4th. It's going to be so cool.
May the 4th. Is she going to do a Star Wars themed wedding?
I told her she needs to get like a baby Yoda walking down the aisle.
A motorized one.
No way.
That you can use with remote control. It's like someone could sit there and it could literally go down. I will let you guys borrow it.
He can be the ring bearer. He can be the ring bearer going down the aisle.
Because I like to mess around with my little Yoda. I'll just I'll get it out and I'll just sit on the couch and no one will know I have the remote until like come out into the kitchen and everyone's like, what the? It's so
awesome.
cute. It's so cute.
And with all of the wedding stuff that she's doing, she's telling me all the planning and stuff. And I kind of feel for her because we're very much the same in a sense where we love to be perfectionists, but also at the same time, we don't want to be kind of controlling and take a step back. So I'm asking her how the wedding planning process is going. And I asked her this one thing, and I want to see if you guys are on the same page as me. Who do you think has the most important job at a wedding from two people who have already been married?
Maid of honor.
Maid of honor.
That's what I think. JC, what do you think?
Well, it's whoever is giving a speech, maid of honor, best man, whoever has to give a speech or you asked to give a speech during the wedding. There's a lot of pressure on that, and some people take it seriously. Some people get wasted when they do it. Whoever's giving a speech, it has the most pressure at a wedding.
Okay.
What do you think?
So I actually said, and I have never been a part of a bridal party or anything. I don't have a reception yet. In my opinion, I think the most important job is the DJ.
The DJ.
Oh, yeah.
The DJ. And she's also in radio. So I said, hey, how are you going to pick the DJ? Because her wedding is in Sacramento and she lives in Baltimore. She has no really connections from people in Sacramento. I'm like, you really have to find a person that's going to DJ your wedding, have the best music, have the right vibes. I know she's going to want to get on the mic and talk. So there's a lot of things that go into this that I really think that out of everyone, you really need to plan that DJ and get with them beforehand and vibe them out.
That's a really good point. Yeah, they really set the tone for the reception and the after party, and you gotta set some ground rules with them too. You got to make sure that they know your vibe and that they don't try to make it like all YMCA and chicken dance kind of thing. Like yes. I had that conversation with our DJs, and they were a husband wife duo, and they were fantastic, and I really liked them a lot. And this is a long time ago, but I remember saying specifically, I don't want to do any like crazy chicken dances, like none of that. And then looking back, they did have us do YMCA
with props.
What?
And at the time it was fun, but I look back now, I'm like, oh my gosh. JC, I have video of you.
I know. Was I the Indian? Was I the cop?
You were.
Why do I go for the headdress?
You were.
I mean, I was doing YMCA. I was doing the dance. And
we could get you canceled, JC. We're not going to do that.
Oh my gosh.
We're not going to do that.
Wait, do you have video of it?
Yeah, but we're not posting it.
No, can you just send it to me?
Because you have there's in the village people. There's the cop. There's a construction worker. There's the leather man. There is the
leather man. Yeah, what was his job?
He just wears leather.
Was he like the motorcycle guy?
It was just a leather man.
I didn't realize.
Out of all those outfits, I'm like, headdress, give it to me, and I'm dancing around. Oh my gosh, it was fun.
I know it was so bad.
Bar Mercedes.
Yes, unfortunately.
That is why the YMCA costume came out. Problem.
I was drinking beer back then. My guts all full. Yeah. Oh, you moron.
Your suit was like 10 sizes too big.
I didn't own a suit.
Was so big on him. I remember that.
It was almost like, who's the idiot with the oversized suit and headdress dancing right now?
It was cute though. It was the style. It was the year 2000. We're in a new millennium. It was like fantastic.
It's the dawn of a new era.
Steph, has she asked you to be in her wedding?
So she hasn't, but she has.
Oh, okay. So
Okay.
you are going to be in it.
Yes,
Okay, good.
she wants me to be matron of honor.
No.
Wow.
I
That's
know.
a big responsibility.
I am nervous because I've never even been in a bridal party yet. I'm getting one of the biggest responsibilities, but
next to the DJ.
I am the second most important role at this job. No, I'm excited for her, and I know and I feel for her because she's not with family. She has no family in Baltimore. I don't really have family in Vegas, so I'm like trying to help her get through this process. And I mean, she literally just got engaged last month, so I'm like, hey, take it easy. I'm glad you got your venue. I'm glad you have your date, but hey, let's kind of take our time and not pressure ourselves to feel like you have to get things done right away.
Yeah, and it sounds like she's got some time, which is nice. Not to like, I just want to warn you, it gets expensive being a maid of honor.
I
Or
know.
Oh, yes,
just a
yeah.
bridesmaid in general. It gets expensive. So start saving your money.
And we also, James is going to be one of the best men for his best friend's wedding, January of next year.
Oh.
Pray for both of us.
Man.
Yeah, I forgot about that too. I was the best man in one wedding. And it is. We all went out to dinner and like everything falls back to you. Like you get the check and everyone's supposed to chip in and you're the one collecting money from people.
And if there's a discrepancy, you have to cover the difference and all that.
Oh,
Lock in
boy.
hotel.
Oh.
Yes. Tell her you're busy.
Credit card busy. Can't make it, sorry.
I'm going to Star Wars Day with Mercedes. I can't do it. What a bad day to pick.
Oh,
Coming up here in the dirt, we have Golden Globes Backlash. Details here in about 10 minutes.
so you guys got to find a Sacramento DJ, huh?
Yeah. Do you guys know of any?
I don't
That's a
know
good thing because we did the same thing, Mercedes. We sat, I think we met with just a couple of DJs, like talked to them, and then like we sent him music that we wanted to play during the dinner portion, and then certain songs we didn't want played. Yeah, so it's nice to meet with them and talk about what they have planned.
She said that she already has her venue set, which is awesome. That's like kind of, I think the first.
That's like the
right?
hardest thing to find.
Yeah, and she said that the venue needs to know who the DJ is in advance because I guess they have a blocked list, like they can't call.
No.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So I guess it's not like they were horrible, but like they didn't really meet up to the expectations, so they're not allowed to come back.
Oh, well then I would just get a list of acceptable DJs from that place and then just kind of go through them.
Yeah. Yeah. I did worry about her because she's very particular on music. And I'm like, hey, what are you going to do about your DJ? She goes, I know. And I'm like, would you want like any of our radio friends from San Diego to do it? She goes, the thing is, my radio friends, the people that I want are the people that I want to be guests.
Yeah.
I get it. I get it. And then it would be like also that thing like, oh, I want you to DJ, but I also don't want you to invite like your 4 family members. Like, you know what I mean?
Do you you know how big of a bridal party it's going to be?
I don't know the bridal party amount, but I do know that she's aiming for like 150 guests.
Quite a bit.
I know.
I think I was at 120, 125, something like that. So pretty close to that. I think that was my ceiling was 150. So I just tried to keep it under that.
What about you, JC?
A lot of fun.
What was your guest amount?
I think we're in that same ballpark. We're over 100. I know that. Yeah, I think the 120 to 150 range. Which like you tell me now, I'm like I can't name 150 people. Like who was there? I know that because Laura and I worked together. There was like every employee coworker was there. But outside of that, I'm like, who the hell was at my wedding?
Someone sent me someone on this message thread. I wonder if they're from Sacramento.
What was the station we were on in Sacramento?
The Zone.
Zone.
I don't think it exists anymore.
Oh.
Where did you get your motorized Baby Yoda?
I got it for Christmas last year or maybe 2 years ago. I can't remember, but it was a Christmas present that I got.
How big is it?
It's like, I don't know if it's like life size, but it's big. It's cute. He's
Oh,
so
that's
cute.
awesome.
Yeah. He's awesome. She is welcome to use it.
I might just get it for her
yeah, they sell it. Yeah, you could buy one.
I'm gonna be like, how serious are you with Star Wars stuff?
Or
'Cause I
maybe
don't know.
use it for the rehearsal dinner as a joke or something. Like tomorrow's Star Wars, or I don't know.
Yeah. Let's see. Because I know she's been talking about it, of course, on her show. Like, I don't know how serious she is about like implementing it. I know that her fiance is a huge Lakers fan. Like, they wanted it to have it on 8/24/24.
Oh wow.
I know, and she goes, "We're not having a summer wedding. It's too hot."
Yes, it
In
is
Sacramento
really
too, it gets pretty hot there.
Yeah, it's steamy.
Yeah. And then I was like, how serious are you about the Star Wars theme? Because if so, we can start getting Baby Yoda stuff.
That's so cute. I'm excited for her. That's awesome.
I'm excited for her too. She was telling me though, like how it's hard for her because she doesn't have family there and planning it. I'm just like, I know what you mean, but you can't let that get away from the big day. Like, like the little stuff.
Yep.
Like the dress and the fittings and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's hard. But yeah, you can't look at the big picture. You just got to set like one goal. Like, okay, today I'm going to work on the dress, and then don't stop till you get that done. And then the next one. Okay, we're going to work on flowers now. Tell her, by the way, don't spend a ton of money on flowers. It's the biggest waste of money.
Okay.
Like biggest waste of money. If I could go back and do one thing different, I would not spend as much on my flowers.
Okay.
You have nothing to show for it. They die. Just get a really cool bouquet, some cool bouquets for your bridesmaids, and then don't use flowers as centerpieces. You can make centerpieces out of like go on Etsy or not Etsy, Pinterest. There's so many great ideas for centerpieces that will cost you pennies. Like just so many great ideas.
There's this thing on TikTok, or I'm on wedding TikTok, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there was a really good advice on getting a credit card and doing everything for putting points on your credit cards to pay for your honeymoon. And I'm like, oh, that might work. And then they were saying the same thing. Flowers, I guess you should get them at like Sam's Club because there's such a great wholesale deal. Or
that's an idea.
Like that.
You'll have to I wonder if you'll have to arrange them yourself or if they'll do it for you. They may.
Yeah. There was a lot of great wedding advice.
That's great.
On TikTok. TikTok's just like, you can go on so many things, rabbit holes of things, and learn so much. See if I can find it.
Who married you guys? It was just a minister, was it?
Father Bill.
Oh, Father Bill was his name?
Yeah, he was just a minister, but we called him Father Bill.
Yeah.
I don't think he was technically a father. But yeah, we met him through we actually hired a wedding coordinator because I couldn't do it all myself. And so she knew him, and then we had dinner with him, and just got to know him, and we really liked him. And then we would meet we met like a couple other times, and he was just giving us like wedding advice and relationship advice, and he was really nice. I wonder whatever happened to him. Lost touch with him.
We had Father Larry. Very nice man, but he went rogue, and I didn't like that.
Oh.
During the ceremony, we wanted to be quick, get in, do our thing, and he's like, "I want to tell a story," and I'm like, "What?"
Oh,
I don't
no.
even remember. He went on like this tangent about a young couple who's married and faces adversity in their marriage, but they fight through it. I'm like, "What the heck are you doing? Let's wrap it up."
Did you get married in Vegas?
Yeah, we got married at Wynn.
Okay.
Then a year later, we had our marriage blessed by the Catholic Church.
Oh.
We kind of went to like a separate like mini ceremony, and that was just with Laura and I and my parents. They were in town for Thanksgiving, so we went to and that was at the Catholic Church that's behind the Wynn, the one that's on the Strip.
Okay.
So no, I'm sorry, that was Father Larry. I forget the dude who married us. That was Father Larry who did the blessing of our marriage. And that was nice.
Okay. My parents eloped to Vegas and got married, and it was a cute story. And then it was like, oh, what do you want to do today? You want to get married? Okay. So they got married, and then my dad's parents, my grandparents, went with them. And I remember one day, I think I was in like middle school, and we were in Vegas, me and my dad, for like a dance conference or something. He goes, let's go see if the chapel's there that me and your mom got married at. And it was torn down.
Oh,
And I made this bad joke. I was like, that's how your marriage ended.
oh, that's so sad.
In shambles.
In shambles. And he laughed about it. It was a joke. But at the time, probably when it was fresh, it was probably not a good joke.
Just like your marriage.
Just like your guys' marriage.
Golden Globes host Jared Carmichael had some good material, but he had a few jokes that did not stick. I know you were in and out. Did you see him as a host? And if so, how was he hosting the Globes?
I did see some of him, and I don't know. I was just kind of like, meh. I thought he was fine, and just nothing stand out.
Did you hear this one? It was awkward silence after he did this joke that just it's a bad one. He says, "So we're here live from the hotel that killed Whitney Houston, the Beverly Hilton." Now, if you didn't know, Whitney Houston was 48 at the time, 48. She accidentally drowned in a bathtub at the hotel. It was later revealed that heart disease and cocaine played a role in the singer's death. Now, not surprisingly, Whitney's loved ones did not appreciate that joke. Her sister-in-law, Pat Houston, who is also the executor of her estate, said the Whitney Houston estate is disappointed in the joke and felt it was in poor taste.
Yeah, like what's really funny about that?
Mhm.
Why would you laugh? That's not funny.
By the way, the 80th annual Golden Globes brought in 6.3 million viewers. That is a new low for the show.
I just think the days of the award show are really coming to an end.
Mhm.
We just, especially the ones where it's like actors and actresses, because don't get me wrong, I think what they do is really difficult and they deserve their accolades. But I think to assume that we want to see them get their awards is just pretty presumptuous. Music ones are different for me personally, just because I do like some of the performances and I like to watch them. But the actors, they're not doing acting for you on the
They're
stage.
doing skits.
Yeah, so I think that those kind of award shows, I just don't have as much interest in them as I used to.
I am right there with you. I didn't catch any of the Golden Globes. I enjoyed your recap that you did on the show on Wednesday. But yeah, I'm over them. Like when I knew they were coming up, I remember you go back 20 years ago, like, oh, cool, get to see celebrities, speaking. But now with social media and everything else, we have access and see celebrities all the time. It's just I'm over the whole thing. But I think maybe you're onto something. At the Oscars, maybe whoever's nominated has to get up. If you're nominated for Grammy, there's a lot of people who perform there at the Grammys. At the Oscars, if you're nominated, you have to perform the scene from your movie.
Oh yeah, you have to act for us.
Yes,
We want to do. And now a live performance from Tom Hanks. And he comes out there is like, my mama said Laughs like box chocolates.
Yes, yes, the new Top Gun 2.
Yeah, there you
Here's
go.
Tom Cruise acting out the scene. And we're
I
like,
feel
oh,
the need for speed.
yes.
Woo!
We're like, okay, this is good. So Taylor Swift, she broke a lot of records last year after dropping her 10th studio album, Midnights. She did that back in October. But Taylor sold the most overall albums in 2022. She sold 2.9 million albums. This is across her entire catalog. The runner-up was Harry Styles, who sold just over 1 million albums. So that means that Taylor Swift nearly tripled Harry for the number 1 spot.
She just completely destroyed all the records. She's doing so great.
Yeah, she's on fire, that girl. Prince Harry's memoir Spare sold a record 1.3 million copies in its first day. Now, I didn't realize this, that the number 1 sold memoir of all time is from Matthew McConaughey, and he sold 5 million copies.
Oh, wow. I didn't even realize he had a memoir.
Yeah. Laura did the audiobook, and he reads it too. So she would be like, we'd be on a road trip and we'd be listening to his book. It's a good listen. So I'm sure it's a good read. But I think maybe Prince Harry with 1.43 million in his first day might beat that 5 million mark.
Yeah, it sounds like he's on his way to doing that.
So BuzzFeed recently asked their readers if there's a well-liked celebrity that they personally just can't stand. So I want to flip the script here.
Okay.
I'm going to read what BuzzFeed has down and what they said about it. And then Mercedes will turn to you and Steph as well to give me something positive about the person.
Oh, I
Turn it
like the
around.
take. I like the take.
So for Chris Pratt, they say once he got into the action star something was missing. It seems like he got a huge ego.
So something nice about Chris Pratt. I think his role as Star-Lord in Guardians of the Galaxy, I think he plays it really well. That's what
good.
I have to say about
Okay.
it.
Steph, here's yours. Reese Witherspoon. The someone writes, I don't know why exactly, but I just got these vibes from her that tell me she's probably not a very nice person. Something about her just doesn't sit right with me.
With Reese Witherspoon, I saw her do an interview and she just seemed so genuine and she was funny and she even asked for other people's opinions. So I think that she's very in tune to other people's emotions.
Mercedes, Liam Hemsworth. I'd hate to be stuck in a car with him for a long trip.
He's brothers with Chris Hemsworth, so you get to hang out with Chris maybe if you see Liam.
Steph, Ryan Reynolds, they write, there's just something about him that feels disingenuous.
Ryan Reynolds. Disingenuous. We don't really know the guy, but from what I see, he seems like a sweet man. Why are we judging people we don't know?
That's what we do.
We're humans. Mercedes is going to end with you, and they have down Drake, and they say he comes across as a whiny, crybaby man-child, yet everyone still goes wild for his music. It's baffling to me.
Something good about Drake. So many good things about Drake. He is he made a viral dance. He is not he's a meme. I mean, when you're a meme, that's pretty big. And he I don't know. Help me out, Steph. Give me another good thing about Drake.
He has more hits than the Beatles.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good point.
There you go, Steph.
Way positive.
It's a huge positive. Next hour, 8:25. Tickets for you to go see the Chicks. Those are yours when you win Heads Up.
Is Drake really tall? How tall is he? He seems like he would be short to me. I didn't realize he was tall.
Drake's tall?
That's what someone just commented.
How tall is Drake?
6'1".
How tall?
He's 6'1".
That's what it says
Wow.
on here on the internet.
Yeah.
I never pictured him as being very tall.
That means that Chris Brown must be really tall because they did like a video that a song together and they're in a video and Drake's like looking up to Chris.
Wow.
Other sites have him at 5'11".
Oh, that's kind of what I pictured him at, you know.
Oh yeah, they say Chris Brown is 6'1".
How tall do you think The Weeknd is?
6 foot flat.
This
I'm gonna
can't
say
be.
5'10".
They say 5'6".
No way.
That's what this website says.
then it's got to be true.
I envisioned The Weeknd being tall.
5'8".
Is he 5'8"?
Wow.
I saw him in concert. When I saw him in concert, I kind of noticed that he was a little bit not too tall, but kind of in the average.
Bruno Mars is. How tall is Bruno Mars? Is 5'5".
5'3". Oh, 5'5".
5'3".
I don't know.
Oh, there's a photo of Bruno next to Taylor Swift. That's so cute.
Let me see. I want to look at that.
Look up. Is it? Yeah, Bruno and Taylor Swift.
That's crazy. I had a dream about Bruno Mars last night. Oh my gosh, he is, and she's wearing heels.
She's tall.
Yeah. There's articles. 31 times Bruno Mars was the shortest person in the room. We could squeeze in a song out of traffic here. Something with that about what is the one person that you find attractive that other people don't, or just odd attractions? Kind of
Sure.
talking about celebrities here.
Years. Become a member today and have a financial partner for life. Learn more at one of our 10 local branches or silverstatecu.com.
Mix 94.1. Coming up. You're gonna want to hear this.
Is there a celebrity that you are attracted to, but maybe they are not in that realm of like your conventional heartthrobs? It's not someone that most people find attractive, but you do. Who is it? JC says his friend has a major crush on someone that most people would not be like very attracted to. We'll see who that is. We'll talk about all that coming up next. It's Mix 94.1.
I put their audio in today's hockey.
So, who is this mystery celebrity? Is there a celebrity that you find attractive, but most people do not? I mean, obviously, it's all relative, and we all have different tastes, and there's not one standard for what you should be attracted to. But it's always interesting to hear when people say, I think this person's cute, and you're like, what? Definitely not my type. What is it for you? 702-364-9400.
I was out at the barn where Laura rides horses over the weekend, and I was talking to, there's a group of us, a bunch of girls talking about Yellowstone and the show and everything. And the conversation came up a couple months ago. I interviewed Rip Cole Hauser from the show. I did an interview with him, and that came up, and I was like, yeah, Rip's a really cool dude. And it was a fun interview. And one of the girls, who's 26, she goes, only if it was Sam Elliott. I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, Sam Elliott. She's like, ooh, she's got a thing for Sam Elliott. Have you seen 1883? The Yellowstone spinoff series is a prequel. She goes to 1883 Sam Elliott. That she's 26, and that Sam Elliott from 1883. That's what does it for her.
I think that you have to take into account the voice, though, and maybe he's older, but he's older and wiser. I see that. I see the attraction there. I think that you've got the whole package with the Sam Elliott. And yeah, I don't know how old he is, but I'm guessing they're in two totally different generations. But I can actually see that one.
And if you don't know Sam Elliott, we're talking about, this is his voice.
Beef stroganoff, beef bourguignon, Irish beef stew, beef brisket, Chateaubriand, sauerbraten, roast beef, Catalonian beef ragu.
The voice.
There's something very attractive about that. Do you have someone? Okay, we're good.
Goes on for 2 more minutes, by the way. Who knew there was that many cuts of beef?
Is there someone for you that it's your odd attraction? It's like not the conventional heartthrob that people are attracted to, but for you, yes, you are attracted to them.
Do you have one?
I do, but I don't want to say mine right now.
Why don't you want to say it?
Because I fear judgment.
There's no.
I fear judgment.
Okay,
go ahead. What's yours? What's yours?
Jane Fonda. She is smoking hot.
She is smoking hot.
She is, and she's awesome too. I saw an interview with her. She's got that show Grace and Frankie with Lily Tomlin, who's awesome as well. But I'm watching this interview with Jane Fonda, and she is a smoke show. I think she's early 80s. She looks fantastic. She's funny. She fights for good causes and stuff. And I'm like, wow, I never really paid that much attention to Jane Fonda until now when she's in her 80s. And I'll tell you what, she is, she's the total package.
She is. I can see that one. Yeah, she's, and again, full package, like you said, she's hilarious. She's so witty.
Mhm.
And then just looking at her, obviously she's got the looks. She's in that new 80 for Brady movie. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I know she's in it. Yeah.
Yeah. So she's in that one. Let's talk to Angelica.
Yeah, we'll come back to you.
Angelica, good morning. Who is your unconventional crush?
Yeah, so it's actually Chris Kirkpatrick from NSYNC. Everyone had crushes on, like JC or Justin, and I was like, no, I like the braids.
Oh yeah, back when he had the braids, and he just seems like really nice. You know what I mean? Like Justin and JC kind of had their moments where you're like, ooh, if you catch them on a bad day, they might be kind of rude. But Chris always seemed nice. Yes, I totally get that one. We're getting some text here. Thanks for calling, Angelica. Jeff Goldblum. I don't know why, but something is so attractive about him. Totally see that. Steven Tyler from Aerosmith. This one says, I love me some Ice Cube. I mean, obviously, yeah, that one for sure. Mark Ruffalo. Jason Segel, I can totally see that. Alan Rickman, who's that? Alan Rickman. I'm gonna Google this dude. Alan, I've heard the name before.
I know it is. Harry Potter, right?
Oh, that's Snape. Oh my gosh, yes, of course, absolutely. I didn't realize that was his name. Yeah, so that's interesting.
So that's it, is it? So come on, who is it for you?
Okay,
there's no judgment.
There's gonna be judgment.
Are we gonna laugh?
Yes.
If you're driving, pull over. You're on the 215, put your blinker on and pull over to the side of the road right now. Steph, you ready for this?
I've been waiting.
Lightning McQueen.
That's a car? That's a car, right?
I'm trying not to laugh. I'm being very respectful.
Wait a second.
I have a lot of questions.
Wait, is that,
I think Lightning McQueen is really attractive.
hold on.
Is it a personality thing or
Wait, the car from the movie Cars.
Cars? The main guy.
There's just something attractive about Lightning McQueen.
What you think about Owen Wilson voices them? So is it Owen Wilson or is it Lightning McQueen?
It's Lightning McQueen. He's kind. I do like his voice, so I guess there's a point for Owen Wilson, but he's kind and he is funny and he's a good friend. I like Lightning McQueen.
Is it his windshield wipers? Is it the way he blinks when he uses his headlights? Like, what is it?
His smile, everything.
He does have a nice smile. His grill,
His
the car,
eyes,
his
he's
big
got
eyes.
blue eyes.
Is this why you go to Disneyland all the time?
And goes on the Cars Land ride.
Yeah, she was missing for like 3 hours. She was on the Cars ride.
That's so true. Lightning McQueen, baby.
Is there a Halloween outfit? Is that why Matt dresses up as Lightning McQueen for Halloween? What do you want to be for
I
Halloween?
told you you would judge me. I told you.
We're just trying to wrap our head around this whole thing.
Exactly. We're trying to understand.
Is it weird that I have a crush on a car? He's just so funny.
What
I
about,
love Lightning McQueen.
McSkeeter? What's the tow truck called?
Oh, Mater?
Mater. Does Mater do anything for you?
No, but he's a good friend also. I like Mater. He's a nice guy. He's funny.
Doc Hudson?
No.
Jackson Storm?
No. It's only Lightning McQueen. He's my guy.
I'm sure you're not alone.
I think I am alone. I would love to hear from the other people who think Lightning McQueen is hot. Just got a text. This one said, yeah, there's one. This text says totally judging. I knew it. It's fine. Judge me all you want. Someone said Mercedes, yours is Stanley Tucci. Yes, him too. I love him. He's awesome.
What if Stanley Tucci did the voice of Lightning McQueen?
Well, I like the Owen Wilson
That's the vibe.
aspect.
Okay.
So I guess I would throw Owen Wilson in there too. But yeah, for me, for normal people, it's like humans like Jane Fonda
Mhm.
and Sam Elliott. But for me, it's a car
A cartoon car.
that says ka-chow.
Is that his catchphrase?
Ka-chow. Yes.
Oh. Well, line of the day is
I
done. I'm happy.
I didn't think that I would leave you guys speechless on that one. I really didn't.
Learned a lot about you today, Mercedes.
That's so funny. All right, Hot 3 is coming up next. What do you got for us there, Mercedes McQueen?
What are the best places to work in the U.S.? A new study came out, and there are some great companies that maybe you should try to get in on. They say they're amazing. We'll talk about that. Also, what would you choose? More energy or more sleep or more relations? We're going to talk about the results of a new poll, and over half of adults say that adults are dealing with FOCI. What's FOCI? It's coming up next in the Hot 3. I love Lightning McQueen.
Do you feel liberated now that you got that out there in the universe?
No, more embarrassed, but it's okay. It's okay.
Lightning McQueen. Give it time. People have your back here.
I don't see any comments yet.
No, it's okay though. I was trying to be kind of funny, but
I get it though. Is he a great leader?
yes,
I
he has a good heart. He has a good heart where his engine is.
Needs an oil change here and there, but other than that, he's a great heart.
When I did the Cars ride with you, were we on Lightning McQueen?
No, you can't ride Lightning McQueen because he's in the ride. So you're riding different cars.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because you see him in there. So you
Oh, we
can't
do?
be
Okay.
riding him when you see him.
That's right. What's the French guy's name? The car?
I don't
Flex-
know. French.
Flex Wheeler.
I don't know if I've seen the movie Cars all the way through.
Raul Carul.
There you go. Is that him? French car in the movie Cars.
Raul Carul. Raul. Yeah. Someone just said there's a whole group online that loves McQueen and adult Simba.
Okay.
Adult Simba.
The adult Simba is a great looking guy or lion.
Yeah, my husband just sent me this. Ka-chow.
Adult Simba. Didn't you do a quiz, JC, where we talked about Simba and we were both kind of confused. Me and Mercedes were like, wow, Simba's on this list?
Oh, maybe it was. Yeah, sexy something. Yeah, I think so.
Sexy movie characters or something.
I think so. Yeah.
And Simba was on there. On TikTok, there's all those types of you know, when like the characters roll through your head and they're like kiss Mary.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then they were like, there's a couple that does it, and there's what they're waiting for it. They're like, come on, I want my girl, I want my girl. And then I thought it would be like, I don't know, what's that girl's name who's super sexy cartoon character, wears that red dress, Jessica Rabbit.
Jessica Rabbit.
Yeah, I thought it would be her. And it was Jasmine he was waiting for. He loves Jasmine.
She's cute.
I can see if they have this in adult sizes, Mercedes.
Oh yeah.
For Matt.
I love it.
Who's the love interest in Cars?
Sally.
That be.
Coming from me.
I don't want to like have relations with a car, just so we can set the record straight here.
It's the personality, it's the persona, it's everything about it.
I don't want weird rumors to start.
To inanimate objects.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, oh, that's how Mercedes gets down, huh?
So is Derek Carr completely out of the Raiders? Because he just posted a goodbye to Raider Nation on
Really?
Instagram.
I saw that news break yesterday, but was there an official statement from the Raiders?
No, I haven't seen that. But why is he saying goodbye to the organization?
Wouldn't he have to be traded?
He said, I once said that if I'm not a Raider, I would rather be at home, and I meant that, but I never envisioned it ending this way. That fire burning inside of me to win a championship still rages, a fire no man can extinguish, only God. So I look forward to a new city and a new team who, no matter the circumstance, will get everything I have. Winning a championship is what I've always wanted and what I will continue to work towards. So it sounds like he's done.
Yeah. Where would they trade him to?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's weird. Nothing about from the Raiders, huh?
Mm-mm. I'm sure they'll make a statement after this, though. I mean, he like literally just posted it, I think, because everyone's reposting it now.
Colts.
Yeah,
Jets,
7:37. He posted it, so now everyone's
geez.
like freaking out. Maybe I should do that story instead for the hot three.
Yeah.
Maybe. I'm excited for the playoffs, though. That's going to be a fun weekend.
Yeah, some good football this weekend.
That's what I'm going to be doing this weekend, is just watching football. Are you doing everything around town, Mercedes, for volleyball?
No, we're not.
Traveling.
Yeah.
When you travel, if you have to fly, you mentioned some out of state ones coming up next year. Does the team travel together, or are you on your own to like just book a flight and get there?
You're on your way or on your own to make your way there. But they
They just tell
usually
you.
have a hotel that you stay at, like the
Uh-huh.
team hotel.
Wow, influencers in the wild posted Keith Lee.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he still hasn't responded, but I feel like it's his like his way of being like, I don't want it to be about me. You know what I mean? I get
Yeah.
that from him. He it was a good thing because you know how like influencers in the wild will like make fun of influencers.
Yeah.
A Las Vegas restaurant that had almost no customers is selling out after being featured by a TikToker. All the media stuff I've seen about him, it's just his videos, not him in them, like live or anything.
Whose videos?
Like some of the TV stations have talked about how that this particular
Oh, yeah.
like it's all of just screen records or whatever it is.
Well, some breaking news. Just about 10 minutes ago, Derek Carr from or formerly from the Las Vegas Raiders made a post saying goodbye to Raider Nation. So I know they took him out for the last 2 games of the season. I didn't realize that was it for him. Did he was that the plan, or was it like, hey, we want to bench him? I didn't understand what that was about. I heard something about his contract where if he doesn't get injured, or if he gets injured, he'll have to get paid a certain amount of money. So I thought it was all about that and less about not keeping him. So he writes this statement. I'm just going to read part of it. It's pretty long. You can check it out on his social media. It says, Raider Nation, it breaks my heart I didn't get an opportunity to say goodbye in person. We certainly have been on a roller coaster in our 9 years together. From the bottom of my heart, I'm so grateful and appreciative of the years of support you gave to my family and me. He says, it's especially hard to say goodbye because I can honestly say that I gave you everything I had every single day. He wrapped things up saying, I once said that if I'm not a Raider, I would rather be at home, and I meant that, but I never envisioned it ending this way. That fire burning inside of me to win a championship still rages, a fire no man can extinguish, only God. So I look forward to a new city and a new team, no matter the circumstance. Will get everything I have. Winning a championship is what I've always wanted and what I will continue to work towards. So that's it.
I guess, yeah, because I heard either he's going to be released or traded, and there were stories after he got benched that, you know, that's gonna be one of the biggest off-season stories is what happens to Derek Carr. Where's he going to go? Is they going to trade him? They going to release him? But obviously, either they release him or they say, hey, just, you know, it's official. We're going to trade you. And that's going to happen in the next couple weeks, and gave him the notice about it. And if they do trade him, where's he going? What team's going to pick him up? I'm sure there's a lot of teams that want him. That'll be interesting where he goes. And will that team that he goes to next year come back and play the Raiders?
I knew that, you know, that contracts were still being negotiated, decisions made, but for him to say goodbye before an official announcement or deal has been made, is that the norm? Or I don't know a lot about football trades. So I'm just trying to wrap my brain around this.
Is that how Marc-Andre Fleury went out? Didn't he go out in a certain way? Did he tell us first, or he found it on social media?
No, he found out on social media.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of messed up. That was very messed up. I'm still a little bitter about that one. But yeah, so I guess that is that from for Raider Nation. What do you guys think about that? Did he not live up to his huge contract, or did he get the blame for a lot of things that were out of his control? I'm curious as to what everyone thinks.
It's a bad season, but I mean, and again, at the end of the day, they lost the games, but some
Yeah.
of those games were so close, and that doesn't fall on just him, your defense, your coaching. I think it's a whole thing. But when you're the head of the team, the lead guy on the team, the heat's going to come down on you.
Yeah, I guess. Also this morning, most of us have to work, and we all dream of having a job at a place that we really love. And for some lucky people, that dream is already a reality. A new report tells which employers are most loved by their staff. It was done by Glassdoor. It's their list of best places to work in 2023, and it's based solely on anonymous reviews from employees. They asked workers to rate their employer based on the CEO, workplace diversity, work-life balance, compensation, other metrics like that. And it's divided into a couple of categories. There's a best place to work, which has large companies, and then the best small and medium companies to work for. So here are your top 3 for the best places to work. Number 3 is a company called Bain and Company. Maybe we can Google these and see what Bain and Company
Isn't that from
is.
Batman, Bain Industries? Isn't he a bad guy in Batman?
I think it's Wayne Industries.
No, was there a Bain? A Bain was a villain.
Yeah, Bain was a villain, but I don't think he
didn't have
had
his own company.
his own company.
I'm with Bain Industries.
Yeah, it looks like Bain and Company. They are an aviation company. Okay. Number 2 is Box. So is that like what I use for my secure file sharing and storage and collaboration? I guess that's what that one is. And number 1 is a company. This is the best company to work for in the country. It's called Gainsight. Gainsight is number 1. It says that they are customer support or success and product experience software is what they do. On the smaller companies, at number 1 is Goodwin Recruiting, Telemind, and JJ Taylor. All right, finally this morning, you know about FOMO, the fear of missing out, but now there's a new affliction affecting our decision making, and it's called FOSSI, or the fear of saying yes. According to a new survey, more than half of adults deal with FOSSI when they've decided against doing something that they actually want to do. So 37% of people say they've been afraid to say yes to things due to financial concerns. And another 37% are afraid to do things due to a lack of confidence. It might sound like this is the opposite of FOMO, but it really isn't. The opposite of FOMO is being in control of your own happiness and decisions and not constantly worried that you're missing out on something. FOSSI is similar to FOMO because some of the people who say they were afraid to say yes believe that they missed out on making new friends or avoided asking someone out on the date. So it's like it's very similar to FOMO. It's like when you hold yourself back from doing something for other reasons. So it sounds like a lot more regret over missing out.
I used to have FOSSI when I was like single and going out every weekend and partying and stuff. I didn't want to commit to something in case something, and it's very selfish, but I didn't want to commit to something in case something better came up on the weekend. Like some friends were like, hey, we're doing dinner at 8:00 on Saturday night. Oh, I say yes. What if this other thing pops up over the weekend? I was bad. I was like every weekend I'd be offered to do something. Like, I don't know, because something better might pop up.
Do you still kind of do that in a different way now? Because I noticed that you don't like to make commitment to like trips and stuff, and like, and you've said this yourself that you'll like book something last minute, and you're like, why didn't I do this earlier? Do you think that you do that kind of in a different way now?
I think you're spot on. Yeah,
Yeah.
just a trip back east. Was talking about it for months, and then we finally booked it. And then when I did book it, it's like, okay, we're flying back the 20th. Maybe we should go back to 21st. Or what if we go back to 19th?
Yeah.
Sit there and second guess it, and once you make that decision, you got to commit to it. But yeah, I think so. I'll lock in something and like, oh no. What if I should have done it differently?
I think a lot of people do that. I mean, it's just second guessing yourself. That's what it's basically a fun way to say second guessing.
Right. Yeah, exactly. 8:00 hour, 8:25. This is really cool. The Chicks, they'll be at Zappos Theater. Those tickets go on sale tomorrow morning at 10 a.m., but we have yours at 8:25.
Well, I think that's it for another 7 a.m. social. Thanks for joining us. We're going to be back. We've got Judge Your Friends coming up in a little bit. So we'll see you guys in a few.
Bye.
Bye.